You have reached Atheist Republic voicemails. God may not be listening to you, but the citizens of the Atheist Republic are. Leave us a voicemail on atheistrepublic.com for a chance to have your message broadcast to our followers worldwide. Send us your opinions, stories, advice, or concerns. Together, we'll build a platform for atheist voices all around the globe.
Okay, so I am super excited. I found this page, and I just regret that I should have searched earlier on Google and found this and found you guys, and so I could feel like this, because I've spent a couple of minutes on the website reading, and then on this website, Atheist Republic, and I've just tuned into the podcast, and I'm pretty much feeling like home right now. Like I feel understood, and I just want to say thanks, like, for everyone, and they like pouring out their soul, and it's like, and I'm doing it myself. Like, I've in the past few years, since I've realized that I did not believe in the existence of any religion and nothing. I felt alone in the world, and because in my country everyone believes strongly, everyone is born to believe, and so everyone grows up learning religion and stuff like it, there was like I've only known myself to be an atheist amongst every other Christian religion in my country, which is like lonely, the loneliest, I'd say, in conversational wise, and getting through a relationship, or sort of everyone, so many judgmental people, but we all are realists here, so we believe in facts and evidence, and that's what we stand on. And I'm proud of you guys, and I'm so excited. I can't even right now. So y'all, have a great day, night, afternoon, evening, and yeah, just keep living, and yeah, thanks.
Atheists, we're only human, and we should embrace humility as much as anybody. In the time I've spent being an atheist, there was a time I raged against religion. There was a time when I tried to understand the religious better, to get inside their head and figure out why, figure out what was really motivating them. It's easy for us to come to the table with our own reasons and our own beliefs. It's very easy to make grand claims about what other people think and what other people believe and why we think they believe these things. But underneath it all, they're just as human as we are, and their reasons may be just as peculiar and varied as our reasons are for becoming atheists to begin with. One common thread I've always seen among atheists is a skepticism, a beautiful skepticism, for questioning, for reaching beyond what was presented before them, for looking for evidence and consistency in the world and the universe around them. And then, for some reason, a huge number of atheists stopped doing that. I mean, they certainly are willing to question religion, and maybe that's all that atheism is really about, but the act of questioning need not be limited to religion, and the act of questioning need not be limited to the things that you disagree with. When we stop looking for consistency, and we stop listening to the other side, and we stop looking for an understanding as to what's going on in the minds of other people who we disagree with on whatever topic, whether it be religion, politics, we handicap ourselves. We lose ourselves to a different kind of rigid belief. The belief that what we know is enough, and where we are is good enough, and where the other person is not. And that's a very dangerous place to be. It takes an enormous amount of inner strength to face the fear of the unknown when you're first starting out as an atheist. When you've been given the security blanket of religion for what little of it that it is, or you're duped into believing that it is, and that gets slowly pulled away. Facing the horror of the unknown is a very uncomfortable thing. Of course we get used to it. In fact, we learn to embrace it and find that the unknown is actually quite beautiful. It's not horrible at all. So what stops us from questioning and exploring those things that are alien to us in other topics? What sets us into the belief that somehow we know it all, that we have the final answer? This is my challenge and my plea as I watch the world disintegrate around me, and I try to teach my children how to analyze the world, how to scientifically and carefully evaluate and search for the evidence, the consistency, the repeatability, all the hallmarks of what discovery is truly made of, and to keep an open mind in the midst of it all, not to close themselves off under the belief that they are simply right and good enough. I beg of everyone to please, with humility, embrace that. Stop thinking that you and your side are the only right side. It blinds you, it blinds us all, and at the end of it all, we are all just human.
So I am 19 years of age, and I've just figured that I just found out about this website and also the podcast, and so I became an atheist almost 2 years ago, and as challenging as it may be, because in my country it's almost a crime. It's almost a crime becoming an atheist here, because everyone believes in something greater than ourselves, and a higher power, or a super being or something, and they're just ignoring the reality that evidence is key, and it's all just, I think it was just, to myself, I started thinking, I used to think this before when I was 16, around the age of 16. I'm just 19, 3 years ago, that this were probably written by men, the Bible and all that, being Christianity, and because in my country they're mostly made up of Christians, and people are so super religious, yet I'd say they're the worst hypocrites ever to be on this earth, because and they search for salvation, and they something that is obviously and clearly not there, and people like us, we don't understand that quite, and they're the blind ones here in this entire story, and they yet judge us and discriminate us. I know we don't even care. Their words are meaningless, because we're bound to facts, and realistic thinking and logic and what makes sense. So, the first time I came out as an atheist was almost 2 years ago on a dinner table. I told my family, because my family's like, they're all believers in God and all that crazy stuff, and then they were like, wow, and kind of place was weird, but I was happy I came out and told them the truth. And well, it's been almost a year now, so it's almost 2 years now. Not bad. And everything's kind of eased into it, and my family's the only ones they're the only ones that know that I'm an atheist. And
Please consider supporting us by sharing the podcast with your fellow heathens or donating by going to atheistrepublic.com and clicking on support. Subscribe to Atheist Republic voicemails on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app. And please leave us a review.